I want to take a moment to read three great quotes from Rupert Spira and one from Seth Godin, and then explain how they relate to the economy and the housing market. The first three quotes from Rupert Spira. Let's go with those first. The horizontal dimension of time and the vertical dimension of being intersect at the experience we call now. From the point of view of the mind, now is a moment on the line of time. From the point of view of being aware, now is eternity. Second quote. True creativity is when something enters the horizontal line of time from the vertical axis of being. It's not just an extension or reproduction of the past. True creativity brings something new into existence for humanity. Third one. Seeking is the prelude to deep listening. This great search takes place on the horizontal line of time, but deep listening is a plunge into the vertical dimension of being and stand in eternity. That's deep listening, or the pathless path. Now let me do Seth Godin's quote. People don't believe what you tell them. They rarely believe what you show them. They often believe what their friends tell them. They always believe what they tell themselves. Now I'm going to go a little bit deep with you. Awareness just exists, all of existence. Awareness feeds consciousness. Consciousness feeds the brain, which feeds your body. The body then embodies and illuminates your environment, and thus your perception of it. Your body is your environment. It follows you everywhere. Your body embodies and remembers who you are at the deepest level. When it comes to the housing economy and the headlines, you hear the good news and the bad news. You hear about growing with good leverage and collapsing with over leveraging. What you think about most eventually becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what is true? It's what your brain believes. But your brain is a story-making machine that builds an identity. Your brain is a polarity organ, like a pendulum. It's always in motion, sometimes with extreme back and forth with your identity story within 3D space-time. Your identity self, the small s, then runs through a filter. The brain loves to connect dots when there are curiosity gaps. And it likes to be a detective and pretend to just be finite in the big picture. But your heart lives beyond space and time. Your true eternal self, the big S. This is truth and authenticity that doesn't run through a filter. So Seth's quote is about what you tell yourself, but that is an identity level self, the smaller s. The deep presence and awareness and silence beyond time, and your heart is behind. Your heart is beyond time. It is more of an infinite identity, connected to all. It's the singularity. It's the vortex. Your intuition is the bridge to all. Eventually, the story comes full circle and into the present moment where the polarity will hit you straight in the heart, where you have to decide. For an example, contrasting polarity, make a decision in this moment, present. Am I going to grow a solid heart coherence foundation? On a good foundation is what I mean. Or I'm going to be forced to sell and I have no control. like sell all your properties or sell the business. You want to be in the middle, the calm in the storm, and the trinity in the middle. This is the silence in the heart and the present moment. The brain lives to try to predict the future. It is always in a sensing mode. But the heart knows. You need heart-brain coherence to be one with the coherence of the unified field of the universe. The brain has 40,000 neurons of its own that feed the brain and help the body express genes differently to change the perception of the environment. This will be important to know if you see the economy take a big turn towards a huge crash and how all of this plays out to want to feel safe in your body and your nervous system. The spiritual reason this economic crash happens is to get you to dissolve your identity and expand and know about infinity consciousness. In real life, when you are at MNREIA on the first Tuesday night during haves and wants at 7 p.m., I want you to watch the polarity of the motivated sellers and the motivated buyers and the passionate wholesalers who are more in the trinity because they're not really stuck in the leverage so much. All desires exist in creation. So it's actually haves and haves, but let's just keep it simple for now with the haves and wants, which makes more sense to most people. No matter who you identify with in the room, if you transcend your identity with the vertical heart coherence, you will know how to design the big picture. I think this generally explains all those 4 quotes that I had mentioned. I just wanted to give you the big vision with the economy and how it all connects for your conscious evolution. And good luck on your journey. I just want to make a correction from the last couple minutes of the video. I mentioned like 40,000 neurons in the brain for the brain. I meant 40,000 neurons in the heart that feed the brain through the heart-brain coherence. Check with Dr. Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden. Those are the 2 you really want to check about heart coherence and how that works.